Welcome in, Tara here, and I've been doing a little 10th anniversary run through DS2 over the last couple days. I just hit the Sunken King DLC and thought I'd turn on the mic. I can't believe this game is going to turn 10 years old in a couple months here, that I've been playing this game for a decade now. I usually run through it, the base game, at least once a year, but I haven't done the Lost Crowns in probably like 2 to 3 years. DS2, especially the Scholar version, revolves very much around this question of what does it mean to rule, what does it mean to be a king, and through these DLCs, you basically get case studies on what happened to 3 other kings and their queens from the past while hunting for their crowns. I really dig them. I think the level design is great, the environments are pretty stunning, and I think they feature the best bosses in the game, which isn't a very uncommon opinion. So here we go. This is my Moonlight Greatsword wielding mage Laurentia. Let's get our humanity back. So I'm running the full Xanthus set. I never really upgrade armor in this game. Running the Sunset Staff, my favorite in the game. I got a Dark Pyro Flame on board and an almost fully upgraded MGS. In terms of rings, decisions. I love the Ring of the Evil Eye. You can play a little bit like Bloodborne, get rewarded for that aggressive offense. And I think I'm going to need it with how much chip damage I'm going to be taking throughout these levels here. Obviously the Chloranthy Ring for stamina, that's a no-brainer. I always have that equipped. I'm kind of thinking the Stone Ring is going to be clutch here. Poise is really central to DS2 gameplay, even more so than the other games. And yeah, these Sanctum Knights are poise monsters, so I'm going to want that. Let's see, I might be a touch over-leveled for this, but I'm only running 20 Vigor. Usually when I go back to these games, I do pretty low Vigor runs. You can be a crazy damage sponge, obviously. You can have an HP bar that stretches the length of your screen. But I feel like I don't learn a whole lot when I play that way. I tend to play pretty sloppily. I like the high-stakes gameplay, of just knowing that pretty much any enemy can two-shot me. Yeah, I don't know. I just enjoy that a little bit more. So here we are in the Sanctum City. City created by the Sunken King to contain Sinh the Dragon, who I just met right up there on that perch. And yeah, came down here, tagged the first bonfire. And yeah, I guess let's get this show on the road here. I'm really curious how many hits these knights are going to tank. Okay, 2. That's not bad. Not bad. All right, let's hit this totem. Should stun these dudes. It does. What's up? Oh, where'd this guy... Oh, it's coming around this way, sure. Where's the third? He's coming around the other way, isn't he? Yep. DS2 AI logic. Yeah, see the poise on these guys? They hit like trucks, too. Let's give them the business. I really love, not just in the Sunken King levels, but in all of the Lost Crowns, how everything feels really immersive and like integrated. Like even right here, this isn't a generic elevator, it's like you're actively terraforming the 3D space around you. And it's just, yeah, it's really, really cool. I appreciate that level of care the designers and artists put into everything. Yeah, this is quite a welcoming party, First time I played this, I remember just thinking, jeez. I mean, it's letting you know, hey, you're in the DLC now. This is different. I do want to grab this item up here. So let's get a running start, but not too much of a start. Okay. What we got here? Dark Quartz Ring? Yeah. I remember a lot of the, secrets and items and enemy placements, but I also forget a lot of them too. And I'm going to shamelessly snipe some of these guys in some cases because there's just a lot of mobby gankiness here. Now that would be fun, but that would also kill me. Yeah, that drop attack would definitely kill me. This is normally my ride down, so I'm going to send it down, but I think we can do this. I think we can YOLO this guy. I'm going to pop the feline boots. I just can't remember if the Silver Cat Ring and the feline boots stack. But maybe safety first. We'll do it anyway. There it is. All right. Not as epic as I expected, but worth it nonetheless. Look at these. Look at these pants. What is this? This is full furry fashion. So ridiculous. A gift from Shalaqua? Well, not a gift. You have to buy them from her, but as a weird cat person myself, I always appreciate all the cat stuff in the Soulsborne games. And yeah, this is going to be a super casual playthrough, if you can't tell already. Like I said, I just don't, I don't know DS2. I mean, I've been playing the game for a decade, but I just don't know it and have it like committed to memory in the way I do DS3 and Bloodborne, and even Demon Souls, really. So I kind of know what I'm doing here, for sure, but I'm going to forget things. Oh, this guy. Yeah, this guy's annoying. I love these little bug enemies. I believe they emit like acid, you know, that will degrade your equipment. These rooms are just full of landmines. It's clever, though. It's clever. Keeps you on your toes. See, there he is again. There he is again, waiting to snipe me. That guy is so sadistically placed. It's only one archer, but this to me feels a little bit like the Ulysseal level design, you know, from DS1, but like a little more fleshed out. There's like a little more platforming and terraforming, and well, that was a fail. Flame Swath is cool because it's essentially a nuclear bomb, but it has no range. But yeah, Sanctum City always felt very like Ulysseal inspired to me. It felt like them kind of going back to that aesthetic, but fleshing it out even a little bit more. Come on. Come on. Ah, you got a friend. Of course you do. Oh, hey, I got to give it to you. Nice use of the shield. But you ain't got one on your back, do you? Oh, I love that. It's so satisfying. You know, the MGS is in basically all these games, but DS2's version is really nice. I do enjoy this take on the sword. Boy, this guy's just going to be a pill, I can tell. And you can't underestimate the lone enemies like this in these DLCs, especially if you're playing with low vigor. I mean, you will you will get killed faster than you expect. Just trying to think, what do I do here? I guess I just snipe them. Yeah, but see, it's, you know, animation locking, or your inability to cancel out of certain animations, is another key component in DS2 combat. And there's some enemy AI in the DLC. I'm thinking of those kind of witches in Broom Tower who shoot the electricity. Same deal. It almost feels like they're programmed to shoot when you shoot. So you might hit them, but then you're locked into your animation, and you just have to, you know, eat their lightning, which sucks. It does almost feel turn-based in that sense. It's just the unique combat dance that is DS2. Some people love it. Some people find it annoying. In my mind, it's just different. I'm just trying to think if I hit all these totems. Because, yeah, I got to hit this one. It extends this little bridge. And then I hit the one by the archer. And it extends the bridge by the pots. Jogging my memory here. Jogging my memory. Alright, we got another bug room. These rooms are, you know, trolly for sure. But I do like the variety, you know. It's every room's kind of a puzzle, even if it's a combat puzzle, you know, not like a Zelda puzzle. It might be a combat puzzle, but it just mixes things up. I think it's clever. You know, there might be one or two too many of these insects, though. You know, they're pretty heavy-handed in DS2 in general, especially in Scholar, and especially in the Lost Crowns with enemy placement. Look at this little dude. It's almost cute. Charging after you. Here it comes. To erode your equipment. Oh, I love that stab, that one-handed stab. That stretch is quite the... Speaking of combat puzzles. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. American Sniper down here. Jeez. That kind of aggro range is insane. I don't think there's anything on this ledge, but I'm curious. Can I... maybe not. Nope. Just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. And I know where I'm going. I think... yeah, I gotta go upstairs and jump onto that platform. Yep. Nice. Okay, let's head down here. I love these guys. Because you know these poison totems from Black Gulch. But now they're on the backs of these little lizards. It's like a mobile turret. It's like an armored core enemy. It's just funny. Okay, I'm gonna steal your hiding spot. Now, I think I have those dragon charms, which heal poison. Do I have... no, I don't have any other... I don't have anything else. Yeah, let's just put those on the old tool belt. Might need them. The idea is that Sinh was this slumbering dragon contained by this city and guarded until, was it Jorg in his Drake Blood Knights showed up and tried to kill Sinh, to take Sin's blood, because they thought there was some kind of divine power in dragon's blood. And that pissed off Sinh, woke up Sinh. Backstab? No. Oh boy. Whiff. Oh my god, this is sloppy. Come on. Oh, Jesus. You see what happens when I start talking about lore? You cannot underestimate two of those knights in a room. You just can't. But anyway, right, so these knights show up, Vorg and his knights show up, wake up Sinh, piss off Sinh. Sinh starts flying around and vomiting poison everywhere. And the Sunken King drowns in that poison. And his consciousness or soul probably ends up in the Rotten. This is an interesting stretch. I'm going to use the cover they give me. Hit this totem. Again, love the terraforming here. That it's not just doors and, you know, like generic doors and elevators. I mean, they really put some thought into this. Again, just trying to remember my way through here. I think this is a trap. It sure is. Come on. Come on over. And there's the backstab. So satisfying. I'm addicted to backstabs with this sword. And rolling through pots. That never gets old, even after 10 years. The dried roots are interesting. You find those kind of just scattered liberally all over this level. Just very, very slowly heal you, but they work for a long time, like a couple minutes, I think. So those are kind of useful just to pop as you're you know, going through combat scenarios and stuff. This is really abstract level design too. You know, it definitely makes me think more like classic Doom or something. A little less like conventional Soulsborne. It's great. All right, let this guy shoot. Let's give him the business. Oh god. Yeah, poise machines, like I said, they'll just stand there, tank a huge hit you while they're dying. Oh, hello. Where'd you come from? I'm not going to get caught in a trap here. I'm going to kite this guy back to the start. Come on. Come on. See the accuracy of these snipers, too? Still hitting me. All right, I got to get some repair powder, which I believe I have. There's a repair spell, too, which can be useful to have. I mean, it, you know, takes up one of your spell slots, which can be kind of annoying, but repair powder is a little hard to come by. I mean, they give you all the cover you need. You're just, I think, you got to be patient when playing DS2. You know, unless you are just trying to run by every enemy and not actually engage. I mean, you gotta be patient. Backstab. Wow, I get no iframes during that. These guys can still hit me while I'm... Oh. I feel like the iframe rules in DS2 are a little, like, rules as in, like, the laws around iframes are a little inconsistent when it comes to things like that compared to, like, DS3 or Bloodborne. I feel like that's the case with, like, levers and maybe even, like, impaling Nadalia in the Broom Tower with those flame spears. Like, I can't remember how consistently you're given iframes on those. Whereas in the other games, it feels like, you know, anytime you enter into some kind of like environmental animation, you're just safe. Always love the color palette here. The greens and blues and blacks and grays, and it's very earthy, very like subterranean. Like, it makes you think of moisture and water. Yeah, I gotta basically build a bridge over to this bonfire. So... I just don't remember. Yeah, that's not the one I wanted, actually. I just don't remember where they all are. But I know I have to shoot totems to get over to that bonfire. So I just got that one. I've already done that one. What does that do? Okay, I don't want that. So there's just one I'm missing. I think it's below me. Yeah, it's directly below me, actually. Can I might need to just go down. I don't know that I can get it from here. And I have to reactivate that other one anyway. Yeah, here we go. Nice. Or maybe that, yeah, that might do it. I actually don't know that I need to... Oh yeah, duh. The one I already shot. Gotta bring it back up. Yeah, the terraforming is just really cool, and I wish there was more of that in the other games. There's some of that in Demon Souls, which I really love, and a lot of like the lifts and levers and stuff in Demon Souls feel really integrated into the levels, like really immersive. Like if you think of like Stonefang Tunnel and stuff. Trying to think of what my best way down is here. Oh, here we go. This is where my memory starts to fail me, and I start getting confused and turned around. So, thanks for bearing with me. I don't want that item that bad. I'm not jumping for that. And I just forget some of this. Forget where I need to go and what I need to do. Well, I need to get down there. So I need to go down in this building. I mean, I could... Yeah, that works. Sure. Oh, or I could have just come through here. Well... You live and you learn. Or rather, you take fall damage and you learn. Here we go. Now, this is a fun moment. This is a fun moment. I just can't remember if there's an invasion or there is a combat encounter here, but I know we're going to see Sinh again. I just don't remember exactly what happens after Sinh shows up and before I get inside the first Sanctum building. All right, so I'll activate this later. This is a shortcut. A lot of nice verticality in this level, too. Again, it just feels so Oolacile to me, even these lifts. That poisonous, fiery explosion is so cool. I love Sinh. Sinh is one of the coolest dragons FromSoft has ever come up with, in my opinion. I look forward to that fight later. Boy, just torched those knights. I just can't remember if there's an invasion on this bridge now. I know there's an invasion later. Well, I guess not. It's a cool moment. The door opens for you as you approach. Now things start getting sweaty and claustrophobic. And you can hear the song being sung, trying to lull Sinh back to sleep. This is cool atmosphere. I think there's a chest in here. Ah, corpse. I don't want to drop down here. I can deal with that room later. This room is interesting. Now, these knights are invulnerable to physical damage unless I destroy the corpses on these tombs. I think my Moonlight Greatsword and spells would still do damage, but I don't know, they're really aggressive. Yep, see, he just lost his kind of ghostly protection, but he didn't aggro. How about that? That should take care of the second one. Neither of them aggroed. That's really interesting. Okay. I guess the other enemies throughout the level I was calling knights. I believe these are the knights. Those are the soldiers. These guys are intense. They have jump attacks, dual wield. I think they do bleeding damage. There we go. Any chance I can get a backstab? Yes! Too easy. So if you slow down and actually solve the puzzle in this room, these enemies aren't too bad. I'm suddenly nervous about these chests, though. I just did Aldia's Keep yesterday, and I'm I'm a little jumpy with chests. I don't think there's even like a lore reason why there would be mimics here. I don't know. This is where things start getting pretty legit, though. This level gets a lot harder once you get inside. But I guess to know how to solve that puzzle... Okay, I'm in the clear. You'd probably have to run into this room at least once and just get wrecked. But if you take your time, yeah, not too bad taking those two guys out. Okay, there's a soldier. There's another one. These ones have, I guess it's poison. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's back up. Let's back up. I feel like you're kind of encouraged to kite these guys. You know, so often they're throwing enemies at you in really cramped quarters. Yes, backstab. All you have to do is draw them out. You know, just back up into a space where you have a little bit more room to read their animations and dodge if you need to. Now that's a pressure plate on the floor, and this guy is going to come to life. See, here's that room that I was looking down into earlier. It's tempting to... Oh, jeez. Hello. Yeah, it's tempting to drop right down in there as soon as you enter the Sanctum, but it's better to come this way. And then you can just snipe these guys. Because there's a soldier here, and then there should be a priestess by the door. Yep. She's already launching her black magic at me. There she is. Yeah, no chance they're vulnerable to poison, right? It'd be too good to be true. Flame Swath. Not doing quite as much damage as I would expect. Jeez, yeah, 3, and it didn't even deplete her HP. Yeah, poison is probably a toxic mist, probably pretty useless in this level, given that everything is already poisonous for the most part. Oh, in addition to the treasure chests. More dried roots. Those will come in handy. I like having those. Now, I know there's some secrets scattered around this level I'm probably going to miss. I'm tempted to grab as much as I can, but I'm sure I'll miss or forget a couple things. Ha. Oh, woke him up. I like that they went to the trouble to create these weird wheel doors with the openings and then the platform up top, like the little balcony. It's just unusual. It's unique. It leads to some interesting situations, and it looks cool. Yeah, I don't think there's anything back here. There's that priestess song again. This hallway is cool. crazy claustrophobic. This is about as claustrophobic as any area you encounter in all of DS2. Super high ceilings, really no room to move horizontally. I'm just gonna throw on that Chaos Shield right there. Just in case. I know I'm gonna run into more bugs, and I'm just gonna get into some ganky situations where I might want a shield. There we go. And I remember there's a trap right here. This guy's waiting to jump scare me. Yep. I might be able to hit him. I like this too, how you're encountering stronger versions of them now, poisonous versions now that you're in the Sanctum. Watch this. Yeah! That can be used against you if you're new to this level. That's a pretty common place to die, but if you've been here before, you can actually use that to your advantage, and I'm going to do it again. That's awesome. Yeah. But yeah, I like that, how, you know, you're used to fighting these Sanctum soldiers. Again, I think they're called, the Knights or the Dual Wielders. And you're encountering them again now that you're inside, but now they're poisonous. They're just a little tougher. They're a little more dangerous. So I know I need to drop down under the staircase here to continue navigating. These guys go down really quickly, though. This is where I was thinking I might need a shield, but I can pretty much one-shot these bugs. Nice. Plunging attacks just never get old, no matter how long you've played these games. It's always satisfying. Boy, there's a lot of them in here. Ugh. They do a little more damage. Like, if you take a direct hit from one of these, they do a little more damage than you'd think. The Old Growth Balm and a Dung Pie, because why not? I'm okay with the occasional Dung Pie. They give you a lot of valuable items in these DLCs, so that doesn't feel like too hard of a troll. There's one on the ceiling back here. Yeah. I can probably just pick him off. I like these unique ladders in the Sanctum City as well. I don't believe you see those assets in any other part of the game. Flynn's Ring. I think this just takes me back down into that narrow hallway. Yep. So I guess I need to drop back down, but go the other way? I don't think I did anything to open another area down here. Again, I could be forgetting some things. Oh, this room. This room's a classic. This room's a classic. Okay. See, I thought there was a knight up on that platform, but I guess not. Oh boy. And I know there's a priestess up here. Yep. She's already casting at me. And we got a bonfire hidden over there. Oh, that was a bad dodge. You get up close with these priestesses, they go down fairly quickly. Oh, jeez. These ghostly knights look like phantoms intentionally, I'm sure. Just makes them harder to read. They have that same translucent quality that just a phantom would, that you'd see if you were playing online. I'm just gonna avoid this guy. Peach heal, just to make sure. He's doing a lot of jumping. Oh, that was this door. Great. See, it's all coming together. I think this is that chamber with the bottomless pit. It sure is. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. The reach on those swords. So I need to kite these guys around the room, hit as many of these statues as I can. Statues, corpses, not exactly sure what they are. I can't hit everyone sequentially though, or they'll catch me. Oh my god! They're just leaping all over the place. I can probably get them to fall in this pit though. That's the way I always used to handle this room. Yep, there goes one. There goes another one. I think maybe even another one had already fallen too. That might be the last one. No, he's still a ghost. Here we go. That should do it. Gotta keep moving though. There we go. Classic. And I feel like that's why the level designers put a pit in this room, so you could exploit it. That's why it's there. I mean, it's an environmental hazard for you, but I think it's more of an asset than a hazard, really. But yeah, first time you go into that room, first time you play through this DLC, it can be pretty overwhelming. I couldn't remember if there was another one up here or not. Maybe I got him. He might have followed me down. Oh boy. This better be something good. Not really. I forgot some of these knights have, I don't know if that's like an Avalyn. Those can kill you really quickly. Nice. Maybe I can plunge this one. It's kind of a tough angle. No way to drop here without using the ladder. I'm going to re-equip the stone ring because I might need it here to stun lock him. Oh, got it. Perfect. Yeah, I can eat this damage. I don't want to push it too much, but I'm a greedy bastard. I want these shimmering items, even if they're worthless. I want them because they're there. It's so funny in these games how just a shiny object can get you to do such stupid things. I'm not sure how far heavy armor would go to mitigating the damage of these spikes. It's kind of a unique hazard you don't really see anywhere else in the game. I think these are dragon bones. Or dragon stones, rather, yeah. Still got to get this chest. Don't want to forget about this one. The Bloodbite ring. Now, I believe in order to get the bonfire, I need to go down here and hit a switch. I just think I'm going to need to draw out this knight. Yeah. I don't really want to fight him right here if I don't have to. Might not have much of a choice. Come on. There you go. Dual Avalons. Wonderful. Oh, God. I'm just going to rush him. You know, getting him to switch weapons actually helped. I think it's right. Yep, right here. God, I remember the first time playing through this DLC. I was just struggling so much. This was so hard. And this bonfire, I missed it the first time around. I think a friend told me about it. Oh, so clutch. It's funny, like, playing through now, this level doesn't feel nearly as big and stressful and as overwhelming as it was when I had no idea what I was doing, 9-10 years ago. Playing this the week it came out. Scared to death. Well, and I didn't have the benefit of having, years and years of Dark Souls and Sekiro and Bloodborne and Elden Ring experience to draw from either. I hadn't started speedrunning yet. Yeah, it was... God, this was brutal. And I feel like there's maybe a switch over by the wheeled door. I might need to get closer, though, in order to use it. I just don't see one. I swore there was a switch on, like, the ceiling. But maybe not. I don't know if you could hear that. That's my cat squeaking in the background. Hi, honey. I guess I'm going to give this a try. I'm just going to try to get really close. I'm going to protect myself a little bit more first. I feel like the only way to get this door open is to get close to it and try to see through that opening. What do we have here to choose? How about the Ironclad armor? Oh my god. My weight is over 100%. I don't even know if that means I'm going to be able to walk in this. Oh my god. Max speed engaged. Alright, we're gonna lose the Ironclad armor. I'll just use something basic here. Sure. Yeah, I think it's helping a little bit. Oh, there is a safe zone right here. I just don't see any buttons. Don't see anything on the ceiling. Nope, there it is. It's on the floor. Okay. I think if I just go up top, I can shoot it. I guess I'm not shooting high enough. There we go. Might need to do this a few times. Yeah. Maybe if I go over here. I can just go right up to it probably. God, the mystery is building. What's behind this wheel? This is ridiculous. Because now I got to go back up, I think, on the bridge to hit it this time. Yeah, I have no memory of the treasure that's in here. Yeah, this is pretty much impossible to do unless you clear out the room. Even then, there's the spike trap. No recollection of what's behind this door. If there's enemies, maybe just treasure. No, just one chest. Denial. Let's check it out. That was a lot of work for one spell. I think it's either a hex or a miracle. Yeah, I think it's a miracle. There it is. Yep, miracle. Ancient Miracle, Cardinals of Shulva, challenge fate one time when HP reaches 0. Originally intended to grant the dying a few moments for a final farewell. Well, that's a pretty unique spell for sure. It's pretty OP, honestly. Shadows die twice, even in Shulva, I guess. Okay, let's get back to our Xanthus set. Time for the imperfect Gank Fest. Oh, wait, not yet, actually. Not yet. Oh my god, I have to do Jester Thomas, that's right. I'm actually going to grab a drink, I think, real quick. And I'll be right back. Alright, back in business. Gonna fine-tune this loadout a little bit for Jester Thomas. Gonna reinforce my own poise. Reinforce my own attack. I think I'm going to want extra stamina from the Dragon Ring, too. Stamina is key. I feel like I need a few more points in stamina. I'm running out pretty quickly with every swing of this sword. Okay, here we go. He's a troll. What? Are you kidding me? Am I just going to be able to stun lock him like this? Oh, no. Oh no, come on, Jester Thomas, you're better than this. Oh, this is kind of a bummer, actually, because doesn't he emote at you? He's like an invader, like a real online invader. Wow, that was a... whatever, that was kind of a buzzkill. Oh, they made the scripted NPC invasions so trolly and so true to form in DS2's DLC and in parts of DS3, especially in DS3's DLC as well. Now I'm just dropping my equipment weight below 40% here because I need all the iframes and all the rolling speed I can get for this. This is never pretty. Nope, false start. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Such a hot mess. Oh god, here we go. Run. Run to the bonfire. Oh, that was weirdly easy. In the iframes. Okay. Want to speak too soon? Oh boy. Alright. Oh god, yeah, forgot they have projectiles too. I feel like that bonfire is a little bit of a trick. You don't really want to use it, because if you fuss around too much trying to use it, they'll probably just kill you, or you won't be able to activate it because they're too close. Ugh, all you really need to do is just grab it. Okay, I'm dead. I'm dead. No, the I'm dead shield pulls through again. It never fails. All right. Let's read this item description before I use it. Extremely solid stone used to operate the contraption of the Eternal Sanctum, the heirloom of a race that discovered a dragon, worshipped its magnificence, and perished by its side. Yes, we want to use the dragon stone. Again, the terraforming. It's so cool. Really wish we got more of that in the later games. I really don't know why we haven't. I mean, it's not completely absent, but not to the extent they're using it here in Lost Crowns. I want to say this is the Drakeblood sword. Yeah, Drakeblood Greatsword. I want to read this real quick. Wielded by the Drakeblood Knights, led by Jorg, they believe that by obtaining dragon's blood, they could achieve a true understanding of life, transcending their own banal existence. Well, and their mission was, I'd say, mostly a failure. Jorg's dead in Sin's chamber still. The city's flooded with poison. Sin's pissed. And then you got Elana, the Sunken King's wife. A fragment of Manus, as all the Lost Crown queens are. I believe Elana is supposed to represent Manus's wrath. So she's a shard of the abyss, essentially. A shard of Manus. And I guess I never really fully grasped, like, her role. I guess she survived, like, the siege of the city and survived Sin's attack. And, yeah, she just stands by Sin's wall singing her song. I guess pissed that it all happened. Pissed that her king is dead. I wanted to just grab that bonfire and activate these shortcuts. If I need it, that bonfire makes a little bit more sense to me than the last one. Here we go. You know, in a way, this kind of architectural style, I mentioned that it reminds me of Elysial. It also reminds me a little bit of the original style of the architecture in PS3 Demon's Souls. Because the remake's architecture on PS5, it's a little more like medieval, gothic, whatever, a little more in line with Dark Souls. Whereas the original game is a lot more Romanesque, Norman architecture, that really blocky style. And I feel like you see some elements of that here in Shulva, which is really cool. I would imagine that's somewhat intentional. Oh god, okay, so I think we have a Drakeblood Knight in here. These guys are like just the biggest poise hounds in the game. I mean, oh my god, they're immovable. It's like Havel, but worse. Havel can get away with it. He's Havel. Oh god. Yeah, and the reach on these swords, too. Yeah, this isn't going to go well. Oh, man. I know my agility could be a little better, but the way those hits register, that just feels gross. Yeah, I'm just going to range him. I mean, it's cool that a few of these Drakeblood Knights are still roaming around the Sanctum City. I like that, but I don't know why they have so much poise. It's really, really weird. Wow, he wasted no time. Quick draw over here. But like I was saying, as much as it has that kind of blocky Norman vibe to it... Oh! I was not expecting that! Oh no! Oh well. That's a moment for Flame Swath right there. But yeah, I was saying, like, it has those blocky, like, Norman elements. Oh, did they all pop out of these chests, I guess? Funny. I guess I miscalculated that. I didn't even remember that that happened. Doesn't seem to really be any reason to go up there. But it has these, like, weirder, more abstract elements, too, like these wheel doors and... yeah, the buttons and... yeah. Feels like a mix of kind of the original Boletaria with Olasil with, yeah, I guess something else altogether. This verticality is pretty fun, though. I do enjoy it. Now, is this where the bonfire is? No. It must be the next level down. I knew it was on a wall like that. I just don't know how many fights I want to get into with these Drakeblood Knights, because they're just... it's just not fun. Oh, God. Okay. Oh my God, I staggered him. The ring is doing work for me. I mean, in a way, even these Drakeblood Knights, they fight you a little bit more like an invader would, which is fine, but yeah, they're just really annoying. And I'm aware he hits me twice, I'm dead. Oh. Nice dodge. Kind of embarrassing, though. He's fat rolling. Gotta bring this to an end. So the bonfire must be the next level down. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Guess I'll just hop down these stairs. I can't recall why, like, if there's a lore reason why Elana can summon Velstadt. I feel like she's more interesting than Nashandra in terms of the fight, the battle itself, but I don't know, she's really overshadowed by Sin. She's really just kind of a summoner, you know? She's a... yeah, she's a caster, she's a summoner. I'm gonna grab a quick drink here. Alrighty. Decisions. Do I really want to jump over there? I don't think I do. Because I think there's just a mob of the Drakeblood Knights. I just do not want to deal with them. It's time for the Squalid Queen. Let's do this. I don't need to stagger them as much as I don't want to be staggered myself. some extra defense will be helpful. Don't need the shield, don't need the pyro flame. I don't need slow healing items, I need fast healing items. I'll keep that repair powder just in case I need it. Let's do this. Watch, she summons 2 Velstats. Oh, shut up. Oh, that's the AoE. Nice. I can hit her with some magic. I think magic, I don't know if it's a weakness, but I think her magic resistance is maybe not quite as extreme as her other resistances. Okay. We can deal with the skeletons. We can deal with the skeletons. Oh, I was locked into that animation. I couldn't move. We'll just tank another hit, take out that skeleton. You know, her summoning Velstat, 1 Velstat, is kind of interesting because you're fighting him, you're kind of doing close combat with him, but you got to watch her and make sure she doesn't hit you with her casting. So it's definitely a little ganky, but it's kind of interesting. It can be fun, I guess. Just gotta watch these skeletons. They can do work too. Oh, that's right. She's got flame swath. I forgot about that. Now I think these only hit me if I'm in front of her. If I'm behind her, I don't think they'll. No, I was wrong about that. Just ate a couple right in the face. And I'm always mixed between, do I fight the skeletons or do I just go for her? I guess you have to kind of make judgment calls in the moment. Let's just finish her off here. Yeah, not too bad. 50 intelligence with the +4 MGS makes a huge difference too. And I always prefer increasing my damage output versus pumping points into Vigor. No Velstats. It's actually a little more fun. I feel like 1 Velstat kind of makes the fight interesting. That relief wall is really, really cool. Whatever artist it from did a great job. All right. Yeah, I remember Elana, like in my mind, she's kind of harder and like a little bit more interesting than I think she actually is in reality. She's not too bad, you just have to stay close to her. And I think there is an intimidation factor. People want to stay away from her. Just hug her. All right, let's go. Sinh the Slumbering Dragon. Love this fight. I'm the biggest DS3 fan you'll ever meet, but I hold the opinion, I think the unpopular one, that Midir is a pretty overrated boss battle. I think both Kalameet and Sinh, especially Sinh, are way cooler. I think prior to Elden Ring, this is the coolest dragon battle they'd ever done. And it still holds up. Oh, I got a little chip damage from that. I think that's just an adaptability thing. It's another one of those fights where you just, mistimed that. Muscle memory's got to kick back in here in a minute. It's a little like Sif, like you feel bad fighting Sinh. Like, Sinh didn't do anything wrong. Sin's just trying to chill. People coming in here, giving him an upset tummy. There we go. Ooh. Did not see that swipe coming. There we go. And I'm like, oh boy. Okay. Maybe I don't remember the timing of these attacks as much as I thought I did. We want to cut off that tail. But yeah, you never really fight a dragon at full strength, Like Kalameet's compromised, Sinh here is compromised. That's sort of a trope in the Soulsborne games. All right, got the dodges that time. Was in the safe zone that time. You can definitely keep your distance and cast at Sinh, but I feel like just getting up and close and hiding under the belly and dancing around the legs, hitting the tail. Oh boy. I think Sin only sprays on the left side. Okay. That's always an opportunity to run behind and hit the tail. Nice dodge. Gotta be close to getting that tail. I don't remember it taking that many hits, honestly. This corner is not the most comfortable spot to be, but I actually sense it's helping me a little bit. It's got Sin kind of pinned down. Ooh. Here we go. I'm gonna get it this time. Sorry, Sin. And we got it. Oh! I can't think of a better way to break my Moonlight Greatsword. A killing shot on Sin. Wow. And there's the crown. I love how these DLCs end with you just standing here in silence with this lost crown. Yeah, that's a cool moment. Well, let's get into the light. We gotta throw it on. A faint heat lingers in the ancient crown. Crown of the Sunken King who once ruled this land, erected the eternal sanctum below the earth to worship the great dragon, but the towering bulwark crumbled with the city shortly after the dragon's awakening. These events were long ago, and no one even remembers the king's name. But that's okay, because Laurentia the Mage has the crown now. Let's go up to these rock columns, get a close-up view of this crown. Yeah, that's cool. That looks good. All right. And there's Jorg's ring. Didn't turn out so good for Jorg. Ring of Sir Jorg sought the blood of a dragon and invaded Shulva, can deflect spells. When he faced Sin, he drew blood with a flash of his steel, but Sin responded by spewing forth the poison that had long brewed within him, blanketing the city. Well, that's almost it. That's basically the end of the Sunken King. We cannot forget about the Gank trio, though. I gotta do them, but I am definitely gonna hop back to Majula, fix this sword. I enjoyed that, though. Yeah, first time playing the Sunken King in a couple years. Ivory King, in my mind, is my favorite. Sunken King's probably my second favorite. I always enjoyed this DLC, though. Quick pit stop, back at home. You know, I'm going to go ahead and pour some of these souls, I think, right into adaptability. Yeah, see, my agility's sub 100. There we go. Let's get it a little higher. Although I know attunement can affect it as well, just not quite as much. Maybe we go 36 attunement. Intelligence at 50 is pretty good. Yeah, I can live with that. All right, cool. Nice doing business with you. I also want to check Sin's soul here. Soul of Sin, who sleeps in the lowermost depths of this land. The king erected a magnificent city, and the dragon slept soundly until Jorg screwed everything up. The dragon could bear its store of poison no longer, and a rain of death toppled the city. Soul of Elana, who rests beside the Slumbering Dragon, Child of the Dark, accompanies the dragon, slowly amassing souls in anticipation of the coming day of vengeance. Calls her an augur of wrath. So yeah, I was right. She is meant to represent Manus' wrath, as each of the queens represent, you know, some aspect of Manus. Oh, nice. Only 2,300 to fix that. I thought it'd be, you know, 50,000 or something, given the nature of the weapon. Yeah, I'll make it back, buddy. All right, cool. Good to go. I do think I'm going to swap out some spells here. Just want to make sure I have spells equipped I actually want to use. I might keep Toxic Mist because I can't remember if, like, Afflicted Graverobber and stuff, if they are susceptible to poison. Probably not. It's probably just not going to work anywhere in Shulva, but I might give it a try. I don't really want to do this fight, but... is this where... yeah, this is where I want to be, because I'm going to go back down from this bonfire, back into that first Sanctum building, and open the locked door with my new key. That's right. Yeah, I mean, I can't say that I'm going to do every crappy gank fight in these DLCs, but I'm going to do this one. I got to do this one. I do think I'm going to summon in some NPC pals, though. All right. If I don't take out this guy, he'll drop down on me. Another backstab. I think I got this guy with a backstab earlier, too. Deja vu. Oh. Oh, damn it. Oh, right on the edge. I thought I was going to get a backstab there, but it didn't give it to me. Oh. Let's give him the business. Right off the ledge. See you around. I'm just going to run by these guys. I don't remember what kind of leash they have, though. I don't know if they're going to chase me in here or not. I hope not, but they probably will. Yep. All right. Oh, no backstab for you. These guys are annoying. Oh, whiff. Oh, nice. Double dodge, double kill. All right, and before I open this door, I do want to read the flavor text with the ring. Key to the inner chamber. The sanctum appears to be a solemn temple, but it is filled with devilish creatures that ensure no trespasser shall cause offense. All right, into the inner chamber we go. I think we got a couple priestesses in here. Yep. Oh, okay. Oh, whiff. There we go. Let's go down and get her. Again, it kind of feels like your best bet is just to get in close. Don't let them play their ranged game. I know sometimes they release like a cloud of death when they die, like a poisonous cloud. Whoa, lots of dried roots. I'm going to pop one of those right now. Can start healing me while I'm going through these chests. And it's giving me dragon charms because there's a bunch of poison in the Cave of the Dead. It's a lot of chests, though. I like this. Feels like a reward, you know? Once you have the key, if you come back here, you get adequately rewarded. Gosh, this is a lot of chests. More dried roots. Lots of dried roots. I think there's insects up here. No, I got to go up one more level. Yeah, I think there's some insects before the invader. It's like Stone Shield something. Stone Shield Brian or something. I don't think it's Brian, but no, I'm not going to be able to hit these bugs on the ceiling. I can get this one. No, I can't. I'm going to drop down. Whoa. I mean, there is Armor Dennis, you know, not the most inventive names ever. You know, Stone Shield Brian isn't, come on, it's not that far-fetched. I think there's a chest, yep, there's a chest, and then there's some torches up here too. I just can't remember if these torches do anything. I'm kind of compulsive about lighting every torch in this game. And in some cases, lighting all the torches in a given area does have some kind of effect. Often spawns an invader. I just don't remember if that happens here. This perspective is cool, though, looking back at that first bonfire, looking back at where you started. Yeah, this is a great level. It really is. I mean, hey, I get it, right? DS2 is polarizing. People either love it or hate it. If you enjoy the other games more, play the other games, that's totally fine, but I do love me some DS2. Alright, yeah, let's just fully heal for this. I'm going to try to rush him right as he spawns in. Rock Shield Balder. Okay, come on. Stone Shield Brian. I wasn't that off. I was not that off. I actually like this invader. This invader is really memorable to me. I guess just because of the location. It's kind of epic, and it's this narrow bridge. You can't really move horizontally. And he really applies the pressure with that spear. He tries to push you back. Yeah, this is no problem, though, as a mage. I'm just going to keep popping him. He hasn't rushed me yet. He might have thrown at me. The name's escaping me, but it's to stop me from healing. That might have been what he threw. And he's done. He's done. That was no big deal. Stone Shield Brian. Nice try. Let's go ahead and grab this bonfire. And I do want to use this elevator first. I remember there was a chest down here. I'll kind of do anything to procrastinate this fight and this run-up. I mean, they do this in all 3 DLCs. There's a really trolly, ganky, stupid run-up to a fairly stupid boss. You know, Blue Smelter, which I enjoy fighting Smelter Demon, but it's a reskin. Obviously, you know, Ivory King is the worst offender in this sense. Yeah, Dark Greatsword. But this too, this sucks. This is not fun. But I don't know. We're gonna be completionists here. We're gonna do it. Torch. I don't want to jump down there. That seems risky AF, even with the Silver Cat Ring. I might just use the feather. Just warp back up to that bonfire I just tagged. I can probably lose this ring now. I'm trying to think what I'm going to want. I want to inflict poise damage, or stagger, rather. I probably need some more physical defense. I mean, I don't have much to offer. I want to be able to cast quickly. That's important. Yeah, I think staggering my enemies is more important than reinforcing my own poise, because of the small amount of HP I have, you know, if I take a couple hits, I'm going to die anyway. So I might as well just focus on my own offense. Cave of the Dead? I think it's Cave of the Dead. I think that's what it's called. Yep. Who do we have here? Rapacious Andre and Ruined Alphys. Come on, friends. See if I remember this path. If I remember this run up. I think I do. Go to the left. Watch for all the status effects. Oh my god, this is awful already. Oh. At least it's optional. It's not part of the main path. Oh my god. Okay, we're almost there. It's actually way shorter than I remember. If you know the path, it's not as bad. It's way shorter than some of the others in the Lost Crowns. Alright, here we go. Good lord. Now, Varg is not too bad. It's basically just Havel. And Old Explorer is just a sniper. Afflicted Graverobber is always the one who gets me. I'm going to try to kite them over here into my NPC pals, and I'm going to go deal with Old Explorer. Get them out of the way first. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, great. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Thanks for that. 1 on 2 and then 2 on 1. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Jesus. I feel like if we just get the ranged... Oh, wow. Okay. Hanging on. Hanging on by a sliver. Clutch dodge. Come on. Come on. You guys got to help me out here. What are you doing? Alphys? Just standing here looking at your staff? Come on. Damn, I got to say, Andre doing work on the Afflicted Graverobber. Oh, Jesus. I can't even see what I'm doing. This is such a mess. I think I'm going to go back. Yeah, I'm going to go back to plan A here. Yeah, because Explorer 1-on-1 is fine. Although my allies are not doing so hot here at the moment. And now I got Explorer kind of cornered back here. I might go back. Oh, nice. Got a little natural shield here. Or not. I guess not. Yeah, this is feeling like a waste of time. I'm going to go help these guys. I don't want Andre to die, not yet. Oh, I need to pop an herb. Let's go. Oh, Old Explorer's back. Whoa, that was a long shot. Not too shabby. Yeah, they're both on the verge of death here. And I don't like how much HP these guys have left. Oh, Jesus. Old Explorer's just aggroed onto me and only me. I think Alphys is going down. I am hesitant to even get close to Graverobber. The hitboxes and the poise, it's basically just a Drake Blood Knight. Just got to keep kiting them around here. This is an interesting little arena. Like, this would be a fun, PvP arena, which is what they're trying to simulate here. And they give you that option to make it 3-on-3, but... Oh, Jesus. I just have no motivation to do this. Like, I got all the motivation in the world to solo Sin. This is not really my idea of fun. Nice of you to join, Andre. I can feel Explorer at my back, nipping at my heels, about to shoot me in the back of the head. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm playing pretty sloppy now. There we go. Soul Spear is powerful. I love Soul Spear because it can just cut through multiple enemies at once. Barrage isn't real powerful, but I like it because it pushes the enemies around. Kind of stops them in their tracks. Nice. We're going to get Varg here, and then I think we're home. Jesus. Yeah, I figured this wouldn't be too graceful on my part. There we go. Varg's done. Dunzo. Oh, Jesus God. Good night. This shouldn't be too bad now. Can't shoot at both of us at the same time. One more for the road, I guess. Whoa, Andre with the strong jump. Nice, Andre. Gracias. All right. Well, that's it. That's it. We're done. Look at those enemies still chomping at the bit to come after me. Now it's time to go get the most powerful cosmetic item in the entire game. The almighty flower skirt. What you expect to be rewarded with at the end of a DLC and the end of an incredibly ganky boss battle. This is exactly what you want to be seeing. Skirt of a nameless troubadour. Yeah, that about covers it. That's really all you need to know. Skirt's designed to capture the attention. Well, it certainly does that. Oh, and some blackweed balm. Yeah, I feel like this is Tanny Murra getting the last laugh here. It's like, yeah, we're gonna end this on a trolley note. Well, that's pretty much it. There's probably a couple secrets, couple items I missed, but that is the Sanctum City. That's the Sunken King. Well, this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed zipping through this in one sitting. It felt really fresh after having not played it for a couple years, and I'm just reminded how good the level design is, especially compared to a few of the more underwhelming base game areas. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a handful of base game areas I really enjoy in this game, but there is just a sense of epic scale, and there's a lot of showpieces and the terraforming, and yeah, any opportunity to fight Sin is always cool too. So I'm planning to run through the Crown of the Old Iron King in similar fashion real soon. That'll be episode 2 here, so keep an eye out for that on the channel. That'll be my next Let's Play upload. And then obviously Ivory King after that, followed by a big 10th anniversary retrospective podcast I'm going to do on DS2 in March. So keep an eye out for all of that stuff. If you enjoyed this Let's Play, come hang out in my Discord server, Terapop's Treehouse. You can also unlock a big archive of exclusive podcasts and newsletters from me over on Patreon. And of course, subs here on the channel are always appreciated. So thanks again for tuning in for the last time in my flower skirt. This is Cerah, signing off.